Friends, today I am going to explain the topic of spread spectrum modulation. What is meant by SSM? SSM stands for spread spectrum modulation. It is a collective class of signaling techniques are employed before transmitting a signal to provide a secure communication. It is known as the spread spectrum modulation. It is a collective class signaling technique. It's transmitting the secure communication between the sender and receiver. That means transmitter and receiver. The main advantage of spread spectrum communication technique is to prevent interference, whether it is intentional or unintentional. Inference means the limitations. The signals modulated with these techniques are hard to interfere and cannot be jammed. An intruder with no official access is never allowed to crack them. Hence, these techniques are used for military purposes. These spread spectrum signals transmit at low power density and has wide spread of signal. Maximum time it is used in military application. This is the main applications of this SSM is military applications. Next one, there are two types of SSM. First one is a FHSS and second is a DSSS. The first one is a FHSS, its full form is frequency hope spread spectrum, and second is a DSSS, it is direct sequence spread spectrum. Let's see first FHSS, frequency hope spread spectrum. This is a frequency hopping technique where the users are made to change the frequencies of uses from one to another in specified time interval, hence called a frequency hopping. For example, a frequency was allotted to sender A means sender 1 for a particular time of period. Now after while a sender 1 hops to other frequency and sender 2 uses the first frequency which was previously used by sender 1. This is called as frequency reuse. This frequency of data are hopped from one another in order to provide the secure transmission. The amount of time spent on each frequency hop is called as dwell time. In this diagram there are FHS transmitter part, FHS receiver part. It consists of baseband modulator which are connected to the wide modulator are PRS, pseudo random noise, frequency generator. In receiver part, FF, RF radio frequency demodulator, frequency generator, PRS, baseband demodulator, and data output. Main focus is the transmitter end modulation is performed and receiver end there are demodulation is performed. In FHS, which stands for the frequency hopping spread spectrum, the RF frequency, that means radio frequency carrier, is changed according to the pseudo-random sequence, that means PRS or PN number. This PN sequence is known to both transmitter and receiver, that means modulation and demodulation, and hence help demodulate means decode the information within one chip duration. The RF frequency does not vary. Based on this fact, there are two types, fast hop and slow hop. In fast hop, hopping is done at the rate faster than the message information bit rate, and slow hopping is done at slower than the information bit rate. This is the diagram of FS transmitter and FHS receiver part, that means modulator and demodulator. There are some advantages of FHSS. It can be programmed to avoid some portions of the spectrum. FHSS needs shorter time for acquisition, very large bandwidth. There are some disadvantages. It is need complex frequency synthesizer. Do not or not useful for range and range rate measurement. It requires error correction. There are some applications in which this FHS is used. Wireless area network, WLAN, standard for Wi-Fi. There are used for the WPAN, that means wireless personal area network, stands for suppose Bluetooth. There are next technique is the direct sequence spread spectrum technique. It is called as DSSS. Whenever a user wants to send the data using this DSS technique, each and every bit of user data is multiplied by a secret code calling as chipping code. This chipping code is nothing but the spreading code which is multiplied with the original message and transmitted. This receiver uses the some code to retrieve the original message. In this diagram, there is one transmitter and in opposite part is a receiver. The transmitter spreading signal is spreading in nature and carrier signal in modulating in nature. In opposite receiver side, the carrier signal consists of the demodulation and spreading signals in despreading in nature, and filtering is occur at the receiver end. There are some advantages of DSSS. It uses both time and frequency planes for transmission of information bits, effect for inference, that means some limitations, and padding can be minimized to great extent. It can be employed in point-to-point application at the rate of 11 Mbps. It supports higher coverage range due to low SNR requirement at the receiver end. There are some disadvantages. It is very sensitive technology. And next one, the system is prone to error at lower level than FHS. There are some comparison between FHS and DSS. First one, in FHS the multiple frequency can be used. In DSS single frequency can be used. In FHS the hard to find the user frequency at any instant of time. In DSS user frequency once allotted is always the same. In FHS the frequency reuse is allowed. The frequency reuse is not allowed in DSS. Sender needs not wait. In FHS signal frequency sender has to wait if the spectrum is busy. The multiple frequencies are used in FHS, single frequency is used in DSS. Power strength of the signal is high in FHS, the power strength of the signal is low in DSS. Stronger and penetrate through the obstacles. In FHS it is weaker compared to the FHS. It is never affected by inference. In FHS, it can be affected by inference in DSS. FHS, it is cheaper, DSS, it is expensive. In FSS, this is commonly used technique. In DSS, it is not frequently used technique. There are some applications of DSS. It is used in low probability intercept signals. In DSS used in military and many commercial applications. DSS used in code division multiple access, that is CDMA, with direct sequence spread spectrum. There are some applications of FHS, maximum time which is used in WLAN, means wireless local area network, and it is used in WPAN, it is means wireless personal area network. This is all about